Hello, 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 my fiber friends. It's Marianne from Yarnwork Studio, and today I'm going to go over what I think my plans are for Tour de Fleece this year, which starts on June 29th, which is on Saturday. So again, if you're new here, I am sort of a low production value person. I'm not editing, not chopping things up. I just want to get videos out there because otherwise I'll never do it. And I really love sharing my spinning journey, my knitting journey, my crochet journey, all the yarny things with you all. So without further ado, I'm going to show what I think my plans are and what I might do with the yarn. And I'm going to probably laugh at this later when I'm done Tour de Fleece and I've done completely different stuff. But if you're not sure what Tour de Fleece is, let me explain it to you while I move some stuff kind of out of the way that I will pull in one by one so we can focus on it. So Tour de Fleece is a spinning event that goes on during Tour de France. And instead of spinning bicycle wheels, we are spinning yarn using our various spinning equipment that we have. So spinning wheels, spindles like this is a supported spindle, and we are making as much yarn as we can and doing different challenges and things like that. There's tons of teams you can join. I'm going to be joining Team Stashdashers hosted by Melly Knits, the wonderful Melly Knits. I was a new spinner last year when I joined her Team Stashdashers, and I learned so much. I had so much fun. And this year I know so much more. And so it's going to be exciting. And I feel like I'm going to be a little calmer, hopefully. Last year I went pretty nuts when it came to spinning. So first one I wanted to talk about, I have this Polworth Yak combination I got from Three Dog Knits. All the fiber that I've pulled so far just happens to be from Canadian Fibre peeps, which I think is amazing. But this is me starting my journey into supported spindle, which has been really exciting to learn so far. This is literally what I've spun up out of this braid so far, or out of this 100 grams. So I'm going to continue this sort of bit by bit in spots where I don't have my wheels out and things like that, you know, during calls and stuff and my little work from home setup. But yeah, this is beautiful and soft, and it's just what I selected to start learning how to supported spindle spin in. So that's the first thing. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. Second thing, and I have a couple bats of this already made and upstairs ready to go. But this is a mix of some Shetland BFL cross from Small Bird Workshop, carded up with a little bit of alpaca that we can see here, and I'll open this up, and then some Polworth from a braid like this from Myrtle Yarn. So we have a great mix of fibers going in here. Alpaca, dyed Polworth from Myrtle Yarn, both of those, and then the actual locks. I got wash locks that I have sort of picked open, and I will drum card these together. And it gives it just like this really nice, soft, bouncy sheen. And I am planning, I've already swatched and tested and sampled and all that. I am planning to make this combo into a Traveler Shell by Andrew Mowry. So I'm going to work on that spin bit by bit. And I need my carder for some of it, but I do have two bats already ready to go, so I can start with that on Saturday. And this one is the same braid, just the second one. It's called Pico and Myrtle Yarn, and she's based in BC. Next up, very excited. I have these two Cormo braids that I've decided I'm going to put together in a combo spin. So each is 50 grams. It's going to be combo spun up. It's Cormo, and it's from Alaire Artifacts. Melanie, if you know her, she has the most beautiful photos and the most amazing sort of aesthetic and a ton of cool fibers. I chose Cormo, but I have a whole bunch of her 50 gram braids and I just love them. But I like this pop of color, and it's probably going to either become part of a hat or it's going to become a pair of socks. Tuck those over there. And then I've got my Bramble Ridge braids. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm a Bramble girl. I love her fiber. I love her colors. I picked these two. This is her KCV23, which is Knit City Vancouver colorway, so her custom colorway for that event last year. And this one is Garden Path. This one's Rambouillet. This one is Polworth. I plan to do a 2-braid combo fade spin. If you followed along last year, what I did, which is not on YouTube, but it was all over my Instagram, I was putting all these braids together, including one of these in these cool sort of fade kits. So I'm going to fade these two in probably a 2-ply fade. That's going to go through like 2 plies of this and then 1 and 1, and then 2 plies of this. That's my plan for these two. I love the pops of mint. Okay, and then because I like to plan bigger as well, I have 4 braids here. All from Bramble Ridge, all Rambouillet, I think. This is Opalescent, which is a beautiful sort of pastel-y watercolor. And this one is Dried Flowers. Yes, Dried Flowers. And again, I'm going to do a fade here as well, but I'm going to do a 3-ply fade, I think, instead of a 2-ply. And I'm going to go probably 3 of this, then 2 of this, 1 of this, 1 of this, 2 of these, and then 3 of these. And it's going to get me 400 yards in a nice long fade for, I don't know what yet, like a shawl maybe. We'll see. We'll have to see. And then the last one that I've pulled out so far, and I know this is all going to change, but I like to talk it through anyways. This is Bramble Ridge. This is Polworth. It's a one of a kind. So it's a color that she kind of made and isn't going to keep making, and maybe didn't write down how she made it. I don't know. But it's kind of like popsicle of her colors. And I grabbed it just because I wanted something like bright and fun. And then I took some of my Corriedale dyed comb top that I got from Chaotic Fibres, also in BC. And I'd already grabbed these when I first got this braid. And I grabbed them in sort of complementary colors. Although I feel like I should pull some pink in, right? But my plan was to do one of my fades like I did last year, where one of the plies is kind of going through the solids to make almost a fractal type fade. And then the other is going through this. So I'll probably do two plies of this and 1 of this for a nice 3-ply. That's going to be 150-ish grams. And that's what I plan on doing right now. My plans are going to change every 5 seconds as I go through Tour de Fleece. I have not actually spun anything aside from some supported spindle spinning that I've been doing as time allows. So I haven't spun in such a long time. It's been well over a month, and to do like a proper like big project spin, it's been quite a while. So this is my plan. I'm going to put it on the record, and I want you to let me know if you're going to do Tour de Fleece as well. If you've never heard of it and you want to join, finding groups on Ravelry, if you use Ravelry, finding groups on Facebook, finding groups, ask your friends on Instagram who might spin. If you've never spun before, it's still really fun, and it's motivating to just kind of follow along with a bunch of people and see what they're doing. I'll do as many updates as I can. Again, these sort of raw, unedited, let's just see how it goes type updates. And we'll see at the end how it compares to what I thought I was going to do. Am I going to spin all this in 3 weeks? No. Like maybe, but probably not. It's also summer, it's holidays, kids are out of school. So unlikely that I'll actually do much of anything. But I mean, I will do some. And we'll see how many I get to, and we'll just go wherever my heart is taking me right now. But the only rule from Team Stashdashers, which is a team I'm on by Melly Knits, is simply to use up your stash. So we're only spinning from stash. I've had all of these braids, all of this fiber, except for this Myrtle yarn one, and sort of this combo. This blend is newer, but all the rest of it I've had for probably a year. So I'm pretty excited to get going on it, and happy spinning, everyone. Hope you're joining along or finding something that you love doing with yarn, and you can just enjoy seeing all the people create yarn, and yeah, we'll just have fun with it. Bye.